Welcome to our interactive chart demo. This file is based on an interactive chart created by John Walkenbach. In this lesson, you'll be introduced to an interactive chart using climate data. Students should have a working knowledge of Excel formulas and Excel charts before attempting this lesson. In its original state, this workbook contained no macros. Macros have been added to the file to display this tutorial window. The interactive chart in the spreadsheet uses built-in Excel functions and no macros. Let's get started by selecting the data sheet. The data on this sheet was compiled from the National Climate Data Center. The data sheet contains 4 categories of climate data for 300 cities over 12 months. As we browse the data, we see that the 4 categories have been color-coded just for training purposes. Category 1 is monthly precipitation for 284 cities. Category 2 is sunshine data for 174 cities. Next, we have Category 3, daily mean temperature for 283 cities. Followed by Category number 4, average wind speed for 275 cities. We can jump back up to cell A1 by pressing Control Home on the keyboard. Let's take a look at the chart sheet. So here is our interactive chart. The purpose of an interactive chart is to allow the user to plot different combinations of data on one chart instead of having to create multiple charts for all of those different combinations. So imagine that you're giving a presentation and you're able to display to your audience a graph of every possible combination of your data, and yet you only created one chart. The chart on this sheet plots the data in rows 23 and 24, the yellow cells. I'll click on one of the cells for you. Take a look at the formula bar up top here to get a glimpse of the VLOOKUP function, one of my favorite functions. The VLOOKUP function is being used to pull data from the data sheets. This formula and every other formula is broken down for you step by step in the course. Let's select a category. You remember our 4 categories were temperature, precipitation, sunshine, and wind. So I'm going to select the precipitation category. Making that selection caused the VLOOKUP function on rows 23 and 24 to pull and find different data. Since the chart is plotting the yellow cells on 23-24, the chart was automatically updated. Currently, we're plotting Portland, Oregon versus Pensacola, Florida. But notice if I click on cell J11, next to the name Portland, Oregon, there's a drop-down. And you guessed it, we can select another city from the list of 300 cities. So I'm going to select Raleigh, North Carolina. Keep your eye on row 23, which is currently pulling Portland, Oregon figures. When I select Raleigh, it will change to Raleigh, the numbers changed, and the chart changed. The same goes for our second city that's being compared, currently Pensacola, Florida. I'm going to select Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is going to cause the numbers on row 24 to be updated and the chart to respond accordingly. Creating this chart from scratch is not as challenging or as daunting as it may seem. DJL Training has created a course that teaches you step by step how to create this and other interactive charts. The greater challenge is rearranging your data once you figure out what it is you want to plot on the chart. Because this particular interactive chart requires that your data be arranged as we see on the data sheet here. For more information on this course, review the class description on this page and contact us to schedule this class for your organization. DJL Training, increasing efficiency and productivity.